Not exercising kills. Researchers found that skipping leg day is quite possibly the fastest route to an early grave. According to a study published in JAMA Network Open, not exercising is more harmful to human health than smoking, diabetes, or heart disease. Researchers at the Cleveland Clinic studied over 120,000 patients from 1991 to 2014, putting them through treadmill testing and later recording mortality rates. Their findings indicate that cardiorespiratory fitness is linked to a longer lifespan, and that there is no limit to the benefits of exercise. When compared to top exercise performers, the risk associated with death for those who are sedentary is 500% higher. The study concludes that a sedentary lifestyle is equivalent to having a major disease. The good news is it's reversible. Just get off your butt. Want to live longer? Don't do any of these.
What is vocal fry and what's so bad about it?
It's telling it all. Smile.
Kim Kardashian, Katy Perry, and your average millennial all adopt the same creaky, guttural voice, and apparently there's a specific term for it: vocal fry. When we speak, air is pushed from the lungs and through the windpipe. There, it passes through the vocal cords, two strips of tissue that control voice pitch and quality. Humans have 3 vocal registers. Modal is when we speak naturally. Falsetto is the register with the highest frequency and involves the vocal folds being pulled tight with only the edges vibrating. Fry is the lowest and occurs when the vocal cartilages are squeezed tightly. The cords remain loose and floppy and vibrate irregularly when air passes through, resulting in a creaky voice. In recent years, the fry has been a hot topic for debate. Some of us find it annoying, while others find no cause for concern. From a medical perspective, the amount of force used to produce the fry can potentially damage the vocal cords over time, leading to lesions, polyps, or cysts. Culturally though, vocal fry may just be Valley Girl 2.0, language changing and adapting to fit the needs of the younger set. One linguist surveyed 500 adults and found that while the over 40 bunch were bugged by the fry, those 39 and under weren't. So while it may be legitimately annoying, it could also just mean you're old.
Death by caffeine. A South Carolina teen is dead after a combo of caffeinated drinks triggered a fatal heart issue in his normally healthy heart. Davis Allen Kripe collapsed in class on April 26th and died just an hour later. The 16-year-old had consumed multiple caffeinated drinks that day and died from a caffeine-induced cardiac event, otherwise known as abnormal heart rhythm. A healthy adult can safely ingest as much as 400 milligrams of caffeine daily, equivalent to either 4 cups of coffee, 10 colas, or 3 to 5 energy drinks. But for teens, the recommended daily intake is only 100 milligrams. That's a cup of coffee, 3 colas, or 1 energy drink. Caffeine prompts the release of the stress hormone norepinephrine, too much of which can cause rapid or irregular heart rate. Not enough blood is pumped into the body as a result, thus damaging or shutting down the brain and other organs. People who have died from caffeine overdoses also experienced seizures, with some reportedly choking on their own vomit. Caffeine does have certain benefits, and the vast majority consume it with no negative effects. But experts warn it should be taken in moderation, especially for kids and adolescents.
Ditch the sweeteners. In recent years, sugar has become public enemy number 1 as far as health is concerned, prompting people to turn to artificial sweeteners. But are they really any better for you? Researchers from Israel and Singapore modified E. coli to light up when exposed to toxins, using it as a sensing model representative of the complex gut microbial system. Exposure to 6 types of artificial sweeteners, including aspartame and sucralose, had a toxic, stressing effect that made it difficult for bacteria to grow and reproduce. A separate study carried out in Australia looked at 29 healthy adults and randomly administered the capsule equivalent of drinking 1.5 liters of diet soda a day to half the participants. After 2 weeks, the amount of good bacteria in the subject's gut decreased, while gut pathogens increased, potentially affecting the body's ability to regulate glucose. But while both studies' findings are compelling, it's difficult to assess what exactly the gut marker changes mean to overall health. Either way, it can't hurt to cut down on both sugar and the fake stuff. Hands off the banana, chimp. Animals at the Melbourne Zoo are dealing with obesity and bad teeth, thanks to a fruit-heavy diet that's chock full of sugar. Fruits may be a vital component to a healthy human diet, but the same can't be said for animals, who are getting serious problems after a trip on the fruit train. The problem is that cultivated fruits have been genetically modified to be sweeter than their wild counterparts. Some, like plums, have nearly double the sugar level nature intended. Animals love the sugary treats, but end up eating only those and nothing else, which not only plumps them up, but also rots their teeth. To save the poor little buggers from their sweet tooth, keepers are swapping out fruit for green leafy veggies and serving up pellets packed with nutrients and minerals. The pellets are mixed in with a little bit of pear, which gets them the red panda seal of approval. Bottom line is, whether you're human or animal, it's always best to have a balanced diet.
Binge drinking is fun and potentially deadly. A study published in the British Medical Journal states that more young people are dying from liver disease than in the past. Data from the CDC shows the number of 24 to 34-year-olds who died due to alcohol-related liver disease has nearly tripled between 1999 to 2016, from 259 in 1999 to 767 in 2016. Dr. Elliot Tapper, who co-wrote the study, believes that it may have something to do with the global financial crisis, as a loss of opportunity and psychological burden may have led to some abusive drinking. According to the study, ethnic groups such as whites, Native Americans, and Hispanic Americans saw an increase of liver-related deaths, while Asian Americans saw a decrease. Binge drinking is defined by the CDC as drinking 5 or more standard drinks in a few hours for men and 4 for women. The CDC warns that drinking too much alcohol can cause liver cancer and may also cause liver cirrhosis. However, Dr. Tapper did have some encouraging news. Liver disease is often reversible. The sooner the patients stop drinking, the better their chances of recovering.
Drinking too much alcohol increases cancer risk. A new study finds that drinkers have the lowest combined risk of developing cancer and dying prematurely, even when compared to people who do not drink at all. According to NPR, scientists looked at 100,000 adults in their mid-50s to early 70s and had each complete a survey about their alcohol consumption. Researchers then tracked these people for 9 years and found that the more alcohol consumed, the higher the risk of developing cancer and dying. Heavy drinkers were the most at risk. Scientists found that men who drank 3 or more drinks per day were 3 to 4 times more likely to develop esophagus or liver cancer. Other alcohol-related cancers were colorectal and breast cancer in women. According to NPR, a drink is a single shot of liquor, 5 ounces of wine, or 12 ounces of beer. So what are you waiting for? Cheers!